the times you actually can get the positive accounts. Now is the time for you to actually go ahead and go to Credit Karma, Credit One Bank, Indigo, all of those different accounts. But the two main ones I always tell people to do is Self-Lender. Now, with Self-Lender, go ahead and click the link for Self-Lender. It'll say, hey, Rickita invited you to do the Self-Lender. Now, I had a lot of clients that did Self-Lender, and then it automatically really raised their credit score up. You should get started. All you do is click the Start Building, and it actually give you a copy of your credit reports also. Now, when it comes down to Self-Lender, let's go ahead and click Learn how it works, how credit works. I think we should go back to the Self-Lender. What is credit account? Now, what they do is they have different accounts where they can actually go ahead and, so let's take the basics because this is just too much information here. Let's see. Okay, what is Self-Lender? Look, they have a nice video here. So let's go ahead and watch the video and then I'll explain it for it.
Everyone knows it's important to build credit, whether you want to rent an apartment, buy a car, or get a credit card. Having a good credit score can save you thousands. But how do you actually get started building credit? Many people will say, apply for a credit card, hope that you'll be approved, and then once you finally get the card, be careful not to overspend, or you'll rack up a ton of debt and be making interest payments for years. There has to be a better way to establish credit history. Hello, Self-Lender. Self-Lender helps you get a credit builder account. It's a small loan that's held in a certificate of deposit account for 12 months. The CD is FDIC insured, it's in your name, and earns you interest. The best part? As you pay the credit builder account, your payment history is reported to all 3 credit bureaus.
All 3, that's good.
After 12 months, you've established credit history, and the money in your CD unlocks with interest. Self-Lender. Build credit while you save.
So let me actually break that down to you because that kind of went over a lot too. So what you actually do is, like they said, 12 months. But sometimes they have accounts for 24 months. But I always tell people, 12 months, your credit should be skyrocketing. You should be where you need to be. So what you actually do is you'll pay about $48 a month. You'll pay $48 to Self-Lender. They'll just take it off your debit card, take it out of your bank account for 12 months. And they'll report it. But remember what they said to you, have a savings account. All this money is actually going into a CD or a savings account for you. So after the 12 months, they're going to send you all that money back in a big check. So say if you like, okay, I want to buy a house in a year. This is perfect. You're going to get all that money back, and it's kind of like you saving up for your down payment. So every month they'll report to the credit bureau as if it's an installment account. Remember the figurehead account, which is an installment they want you to pay monthly? That's how this will report on your credit bureau, which should raise your credit score. So your credit is basically, can she take my money and can she pay it back? Is she capable of actually making on-time payments? That's all this is. Is he capable of actually making sure if he's taking my money, he's going to pay it back on time too? So that's all this really is. So with your Self-Lender account, every month you'll make the $48 payment. They either have higher ones, and I think they have one more that's lower than that. It's $24. But with that one, they want you to do it over 2 years. But something like that's just too much. You're going to have regular credit cards. You really don't need it at that point. But go ahead and just find out which one is best for you. Sign up for Self-Lender, and then you'll see every month as you keep making those payments, they're going to keep reporting to the credit bureau, and your score should go up and up and up, especially as you get those items deleted. So you got so much positive, and then your negative is going down. So now all your negative is going to be gone after a while. You got so much positive going up and up and up and up and up. So that's how Self-Lender works. Now, when it comes down to another account, which is a credit builder card, now this is kind of like a credit card. It's a secure credit card in a way, and they kind of approve anyone, except for if you're in Wisconsin. They don't help people that's in Wisconsin. They don't have this account for people that's in Wisconsin, which is sad. It's really sad. But they actually have a video, too, on how it works. If it wants to start.
Everyone knows it's important to build credit, but how do you actually get started building it? Hello, Credit Builder Card. If you think back to our first apartment, there was a security deposit. Credit Builder Card is a secured credit card that requires a refundable deposit, just like that apartment did.
To get started, complete the easy application process and fund the $200 deposit to your debit or prepaid card to get your credit line of $200. There is no credit score requirement.
That's good.
Once you receive your card, make a small number of purchases each month on it. You'll receive a monthly bill for the amount you spent, and by paying that bill on time each month, you build positive credit. And while you can't use your deposit to pay your monthly bill, you will get it back when you close your card, so long as your account is paid in full. Sign up with Credit Builder Card and discover the easiest way to build credit.
Now, this account right here is actually really nice because, like I said, it's $200 secured card. If you go with Capital One or other secure cards, some secured accounts want you to put $500 down. They only want you to put $200 down. But remember not to spend more than 5%. Never go over 30%, but try not to do more than 5%. Charge something really, really small on that card. Just the point that you even have the card is going to help you too. Don't go ahead and say, let me max out the $200. The thing is, when it comes to having credit, the question is she desperate? Is she spending up all the money too? If you have a $200 card, if you have a lot of money, why would you max out a $200 card and not pay it all the way off if you have so much money? So now they see how much is actually in your pocket too, depending on your utilization. So try to keep your utilization low. And we're going to have go ahead and join the group. You're going to get all these discussions about utilization, about all these different forms. The first thing I wanted you to do is start getting those negative items deleted first. First, let's start getting that negative stuff off of there. Next thing, start putting some positive on there, and then just keep watching my little live videos. Watch them and start gaining knowledge that way. I did not want to overload you. I want you to do what's necessary, what you have to do now. A lot of people, they start wanting to learn about credit, all this. Start getting negative items deleted first, and then we'll go from there. But when it comes down to this card here, remember, you can't do it if you're in Wisconsin. But when coming out to this card, here's a secured account. As soon as you close that account, they're going to see your $200 back. It's basically saying, hey, I know you don't want to borrow me money. My credit is bad. But listen, put my money up and just report to the credit bureau. Saying I'm actually paying this on time. I want to say acting because you are paying on time. Hopefully you're paying it on time. And then make sure you keep that balance low. So for a $200 card, make sure you're keeping that balance at $10 or less. So maybe like Netflix or something like that. Put a Netflix on there. Every month Netflix come out of there and then you just make sure you pay the card off instead of paying Netflix. Something small like that. Don't have something really big on there. You paying your energy bill or something like that. Do not do anything like that. Or remember, if your utilization is too high, it's going to lower your credit score. And that's another thing I want to go deeper into in my live videos in the groups. And make sure you're going back to the group and referencing those videos and going and watching those videos. But another thing about this card is you can have two cards. So that means double the benefits on your credit report in terms of now it looks like you have two credit cards. And remember, credit companies are monkey see, monkey do. They don't want to be the first to they don't want to be the first to give you a chance, but as soon as they see other people give you a chance, other companies give you a chance, now they want to jump on a bandwagon. Right? Let me give a chance too. So go ahead and apply for this card. Remember, for Wisconsin, you can apply for it. So go ahead and apply for this card. Remember, you're able to have two cards, which is great, two of them. And when you cancel it out, they're going to send your $200 back or your $400 back if you got two cards. But remember too, it's the key thing about this is keeping the balance low on it. Try not to spend that much on the card, and if you do spend money on it, pay it off. Pay it off or pay it down. Make sure it's $10 or below. When it reports a balance, the rebalance needs to be $10 or below. That's the key to it, I'm telling you. That's the key to you're going to see your credit score just rise up. And remember, this is a starter credit card, right? Starter. After this, next month, I want to say, hey, apply for this card, this card, this card. Because now your credit score is higher. More people is going to give you a chance. You don't have to do security anymore. Now, if you don't go ahead and give me credit cards this wrong, that's when the problem is going to come in at. Because now maybe you have negative items deleted, but they're like, okay, well, she's not, you don't have anything positive, and they may still have like one or two negative items. I don't know if I should give them a chance. But if you have positive items on there, you probably have the one or two negative items on there. They're like, okay, well, she's still doing good right now. Let me give her a chance. She's working up to something. I can do this. And even though you only probably get like a $500, $1,000, $2,000 credit card, next month, that's still good though. You're working towards something. Remember, start small and we'll go higher. A lot of people are not able to get any credit cards. So going to secure route is the best route. Or if you don't have anything, you're starting off fresh, let your friends know about this also, and send them the website, like say, hey, look, Rickita got a full list of credit cards, because you will see a full list of credit cards there saying, hey, these are credit cards you can actually get, and then you go ahead and just apply, and really don't worry about inquiries right now, because we're going to have a letter too, so you can actually get those inquiries deleted too, which is amazing. So you don't have to worry about all these inquiries is going to lower my credit score. The point that you don't have any credit or anything going on is lowering your credit score. Trust me, don't worry about those inquiries. When I started doing things on my credit, I was able to get so many different accounts because I started small. So go ahead, apply for the self-lender, apply for the credit builder card. Remember, you can have 2 credit builder cards. That's good. You can have 2 of them. That's 3 possible. Had a credit card before, you're trying to rebuild your credit score and your credit account, you may want to consider getting the Credit One Bank credit card. Now with the Credit One Bank credit card, you can actually click here to see if you pre-qualify for it. Now they will actually run your information through the system, and they will pull your Experian credit report. So to apply for it, just enter your information. So I'm going to enter my information here. So Rickita Cannon, 2003 North 31st Street. So just enter all of your information here. Wisconsin. Don't forget it's a community property state. So you can actually, Wisconsin's community property states, you can actually add your spouse's income here. The zip code 53208, we'll put that in here. Is your mailing address above the same as your home street address? Yes. Enter the email address. I actually put my real email in. Alrighty, and then the phone number. Let's put our phone number in. Put the business phone number in. 214-0115. Alrighty, and then enter your social security number. Sure. Enter your social security number. Enter your date of birth here. Make sure that you're putting all the correct information in. And then it asks what's your monthly income. Now, for Credit One, I always put the same thing. When I build my family's credit, we always put the same thing. They rarely check and say, okay, you say you make $15,000 a month. Send me your check stubs. Send me your information. Send me text. They rarely do that. They want to verify your identity. Want to give you credit. They want to charge you interest. So I always put the $15,000 there, and then see card offers. They're going to have disclosures that's going to pop up here on the next screen. So this is your electronic disclosures. So you know they're going to put your credit report. So scroll here. I agree. Oh, we didn't find any pre-qualified offers for you. Why not? No credit report found. Oh, okay. And that's because it's a fake profile. Okay, so with this one, they will actually let you know, oh, in this screen, you'll see, okay, usually they give out $300 credit limits for clients. So remember to use it responsibly and keep your balance below 10%. So if they give you a $300 limit, don't spend more than $30 on a credit card. I know this sounds very low, but please do not spend it. You will see a great increase in your credit score. And then if you do get denied, if you scroll down more here, they'll let you know more reason why you got denied. You may have recent late payments, recent negative remarks on your account. They will let you know exactly why. You can fix those things and come back and apply again. Or if you're my client, we're fixing those things anyway. So after we get those things fixed, you can come back and try to apply again. So that's how you will apply for the Credit One Bank card. But don't forget, this pulls your experience score. So please try to make sure your score is a 550 and higher to try to apply for this card. So let me know if you have any questions. Leave your comments below. Actually apply for credit cards, how to fill out the application, and also about the Capital One card, the credit card Capital One. Now, a lot of clients, as we get items related from their credit reports, they never had any credit cards at all. And to really get a boost in your credit score, you're going to need a credit card. So clients that don't have money to put down a deposit, I always tell them, try to get the Capital One card. This is actually the first credit card I got, and I was so happy when I got a $300 limit, and I was happy with it. I never had a credit card before, so let me show you what exactly I did. So I went here in the credit cards, and you can click compare all credit cards. It's thinking. Now here you will see all of the credit cards that they offer. Scroll all the way down. You can see all the credit cards that they offer. Now, with us, we know our credit scores, we're rebuilding it now. It's average. It's not that good. Now, here's a secured card. If you did have money and they won't give you a regular credit card, you may want to look into getting this credit card right here. This is the secured card. The deposit is refundable. It's $49, or they may have you put down $99 or $200. And don't forget, too, the initial credit line for that card will be the $200. So even if you put a $49 deposit down, you still will have a $200 limit. Now, let me show you the credit cards that I always tell my clients to start off trying to get first. And that's the Quicksilver here, the Quicksilver, and then the Platinum. Now, with Capital One, they allow you to have two of their regular credit cards and then 2 business credit cards. Now, 2 of their regular credit cards you can have, but remember, they cannot be the same credit card. So say if you apply for the Quicksilver, I always tell people apply for the Quicksilver first, see what they say. If you apply for the Quicksilver, you can't go back and try to apply for the Quicksilver again when you get approved. They're going to deny you again. You got to try to get the Platinum one. So let me show you how you actually go ahead and fill out an application for it. So let's click apply now. So with this credit card, you have a $39 fee, and then too, you get rewards too for it. And then the interest on it will depend on your credit. So you actually put in information here, fill out the application. So say my name is Sandy. Well, actually, I will fill it out normal. Let me fill it out normal. So Rickita Cannon. 01/01/1991. Social Security number 123121234. Are you a citizen of the United States? I am a U.S. citizen. Oh, they like, no, that's not it, huh? Okay, they accepted that, so let's put that one in then. Do you have citizenship in another country? No, not yet, not yet. Okay, so let's actually put an address in. Let's put an address in. This is where I grew up. Made me the person I am now. So let's click here. They got the total address there. You can put the suite or the apartment number. Don't forget to put that there, because if you get a credit card, they're going to send it to this place, and they're like, oh, well, where's Rickita at? Make sure you put the apartment number in there. And then also, we need the email address put in. So let's put the email in. Rickita Cannon at yahoo.com. Your phone number. 920, let's put the business phone number, 215 SU 214-0115. Financial information. Do you have any bank accounts? Yeah. Remember, they do not want to give you a credit card if you don't have a bank account. That's irresponsible. So I always put checking and savings, employment status, self-employed, investor. Remember, if this information is not on your credit report, they're going to add it onto your credit report. And then they rarely check the income when you put the income here. They rarely check the income here. So the total annual income, same thing I put for every application. Monthly rent, I always put $1. They want to see you're not paying so much out, so you can pay them a lot. If offered, would you be interested in blank checks to use for cash advances? Sure, send me some blank checks. Are you interested in tracking your credit score for free with CreditWise? Yeah. And I love CreditWise also. They give you updates. It's just like Credit Karma in a sense, but it's just the one credit report. Okay, I've reviewed it and I agreed to the terms. English. Okay. The cash advance is 28.7%. Okay, the fees is $39 annually, $39. Keep scrolling down, just keep scrolling, and then press continue. Make sure everything's correct here. And remember, when putting your address in, say if I say, oh, change your address over, if you change your new address over, you're trying to get the old addresses deleted, make sure that you do not put the old address in there. We're trying to get the old address deleted. And two, when I say don't put the old address in there, say if the address already got deleted, don't put that address in there. Say if we're trying to do that now, go ahead and put the address in there because it's going to get deleted. Don't forget the credit bureaus had 30 days to respond to our letters. So go ahead and just put the old address in there because they may not know the new address. So let's click continue and submit our application. We know our application is going to get denied because this is not actual information. So we know it's going to get denied. So it's processing our application. Oh man, they can't approve us today. That's so sad. Okay, so you can't approve us today. That's fine with me. So let me see. Let's go back to their main page because I want to show you one more thing. Now, say if you did get the credit card, they're going to tell you, hey, you got the credit card. Set up your login information now, and you'll set up your login information so that you can go ahead and log into your account, and that'll be your username and password. It'll be on the screen that we was just on. They say, hey, your limit is $300. It was $1,000. It's $1,300, or whatever the case may be. They'll let you know what your limit is, and then also you can come back here and you go ahead and log into your account if you want to. Also, it takes 5 to 7 business days for you to get your card in the mail. Now, say if you're like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to get approved. See if you're pre-qualified. Click here. See if you're pre-qualified. They got this option. When I first applied for a card, I checked here first. So fill this out. Your first name, your last name, your date of birth, social security number, your address. Don't forget to put your partner number here. What kind of card are you interested in? I usually just put not sure, and then I always put average here. You're rebuilding your average. I understand, and then they'll let you know what cards you may be able to get here. So that's how you will navigate the Capital One credit card. So if you have, I'll say you have about a 550 credit score, you just got a lot of things deleted from your credit report, you don't have that many major things, they're going to actually look at your TransUnion, your Equifax credit score. Try to get this card. Remember, you need to have credit reporting. So don't think, oh, I don't want to get an inquiry, but you don't have any credit cards reported. You can always go ahead and apply for the Capital One card. So that's how you apply for it. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe. And also leave all the comments down below. Now, when it comes down to utilization is actually 30% of your credit score. They want to know how much you're using on your credit cards, how much debt do you have out there. So with this client, their utilization is at 38%. I always tell my clients, please keep your utilization at 10%. Now, for this client, 10% is actually the $270. Now, to figure out what your utilization will be for the 10%, all you have to do is just take the 0 off the back of it, or whatever digit is back there. Take that digit off and then just count the digits in front of it. And that's where I came up with the $270. So this client needs to make sure that they do not spend more than the $270 so they can be at the 10%. Now, if you want to do even better, you want to be right here in the sweet spot, which I always tell clients, keep around the 5-6%. Now, the 5% for the credit cards being $2,700, I'm sorry, for them to be $2,700, they need to make sure that they don't spend no more than $135 for the credit cards. And remember, this is if you're disciplined, you can get a credit card starting off at $5,000, and that's very low also. So be disciplined. And for this client, they wasn't that disciplined because I got them credit cards and they maxed them out, these two. Then I said, okay, well, let me give you a whole bunch of other credit cards, and I got them all of these credit cards. But then they ended up using this credit card, which brought the balance up. The balance went up again. At $1,031, that's the balance I'm referring to. This is the balance for the card. This is how much is actually given to the client as a limit. So $446 was spent, but his limit was $450. That's why he's at 99% now. This client also spent $154 out of $200 for his Capital One card. That's not good. We need to get these balances low. Now, say if this client do not have any money to actually get the balance low, what they can do, they can apply for more credit, which I did for them before. So now that they're applying for credit, say they got a $1,000 credit card now. So we just want to get the utilization lower. So the client got a $1,000 credit card. Now this is what it will look like. Now the $1,000 will get added here to the $2,700. That's the total available credit. So it will actually be 1031 divided by 3,700. That would bring his utilization down to 27%, which is 11% lower than this, which would be great, and it's easy for him to get another credit card to go ahead and lower his utilization. Now, say if he paid, what if he actually paid $600 on the balance now? So take $600 off for the 1031. Minus 600 is 431. That's the 431 now. So 431, now we want to divide that by the 3,700. So say if he paid off 600, but then he also got $1,000 in credit. His utilization will now be at 11%. But don't forget, let's just round it because it is a 6 here, 12%. That's way better than actually having a 38% utilization here for your credit cards. Your score will actually shoot up higher. Now, I suggest that he go ahead and pay it down so that he keep it at that sweet spot. Remember, I told you guys, take the 0 off to find out the 10%. Take that 0 off. That means he can't spend no more than $270. But if you want to have it at 5%, he cut that in half also. And that's at $135. So let me show you what that look like. So 135 divided by $2,700. There go the 5%. Don't forget, move the decimal over 2 times to get the percentage. And that's, you put the percent sign here, and that's the 5%. That's where he needs to have it at. Now we have it there. I'm pretty sure his score is going to shoot up very high. But remember, you can also apply for new credit, which I have done that for the client before. Apply for new credit. That will bring your utilization down also, because don't forget, they count all of your credit cards. They don't just say, okay, your utilization is 99% altogether. No, they go ahead and add all of the balances up that you have, and then they add up all the credit limits that you have. Now, a trick for my clients, I always tell clients, say if you can't pay on your bill. If you can't pay on your bill, say if he only had the $2,700 now, let's clear this out. The client only have the $2,700. What the client could do to actually get their scores to go up even more, they can transfer money. Now, when I say transfer money, that that just basically means that, oh, they got to pay their phone bill. Now, their phone bill is $150. They also have a cable bill of $150, right? And then their energy bill is $200. Now, that's $500. That's $500 that they're going to pay in cash or pay off on, basically off their debit card. Now, this is what you can do. Now, this is an advanced trick. And then if you want me to go deeper into this video, please leave in the comments. Say, please, more information about going deeper on to how can I transfer money. Now, this is good when you're trying to get more credit cards, but they're not allowing you to get more credit cards because you have too many of them maxed out. So for him, he has $500 that he's going to pay out anyway in cash or in a debit card. So what this client can do, they can use this $500 and pay off their credit cards. They can pay $150 here. And then on this credit card, they can pay the $350. Now, if they pay the $500, now their available credit is going to go back up. So now for the $446 now, but he put $350 on it. That means he only have a balance of $96. So his available credit, $450 minus 96. Now he has $354 to do what he wants to do with it. Now, don't forget, he still owes on his energy bill. He still owes on his cable bill. And he can go ahead and pay that with the credit card after it reports to the credit bureau. Now, when it reports to the credit bureau, that's when they will actually say, okay, the balance is $96. Don't think, okay, I'm going to pay it off now. They're going to report it to the credit bureau. That's not how it works. So say, I know Capital One because I had Capital One card. So with the Capital One card, say your balance is due on the 1st. They will not report your balance until the 3rd. So if you pay it off on the 1st, you was to pay the $350 on the 1st, then you have to wait until after the 3rd to spend it. Because after they report, okay, 90s, well, actually it'll be credit one. Just say credit one was due on the 1st. And you spend it after the 3rd. Because on the 3rd, they're going to send in to the credit bureaus, letting them know, hey, the client's credit balance for our account is now $96. They only use $96. They paid off their credit. And that's going to shoot your score up. Now, on the 3rd, well, after the 3rd, that's when you can actually spend it. So, say if his cable bill was due on the 15th, that's great for him because now that he got his money, now he can actually pay off this card, pay it off by the 1st. That way, he don't get interest. He don't get the interest also. So, if he's paying it off by the 1st, so his interest is going to be way lower now. He's not paying them extra money. He's keeping more money in his pocket. But not only that, now they're going to also report the $96. Now, when they report the $96, that's when it's going to go up. But don't forget, his bill is not due until the 15th. So, it's after the 3rd, so now he can actually spend that money again. That's when you can actually go ahead and spend that money again. You're only transferring money because now you're going to use your credit card to pay the bill that you were going to pay with your debit card anyway. Credit card is the same thing as a debit card. It swipes the same. You're keying the numbers the same way. So keep that in mind when it comes down to, okay, I need to figure out a way to get these balances down. Okay, and then I want to show you what it would look like if he went ahead and did that. So now his balance is only $531 because he put $500 on his credit cards. So $531 divided by 2,700. His utilization now is at 19.6%, but let's round it up because it's a 6. So now his utilization is at 20%, and that's great. That is really great. That's better than 38%, and it's down here in this sweet spot that they kind of want you at, and it will raise his credit score up. Now, at the same time, after he raises his credit score up, now he can possibly get approved for more credit cards. Credit card companies do not want to see that you have high balances on your cards because they're going to think, oh my gosh, are they desperate? Are they going to pay me back? I don't know what they're going to do. So this is another trick that you can do. Now, when I was trying to balance my credit cards, and again, when I first started doing credit, I got so excited. you think, okay, let me spend this, let me spend that. I'll just pay this off, pay that off. Don't forget, they're only going to report it a few days after your bill is due. So say if you were to pay off your credit card on the, say if he was to pay off his credit cards on the 15th, but don't forget his credit card payment is due on the 1st. So since his credit card payment is due on the 1st, if he go ahead and spend all of the money again on the 20th, or even before the 1st, before they're going to report again, if you go ahead and spend all that money again, now it's going to go back down. Because now they're going to show, okay, what's the new balance? So don't think, okay, I paid it off. It was due on the 1st. I paid it off. Good. Okay, now that you paid it off, that's fine. But now you got to go ahead and keep the balance low. Or you can go ahead and pay that bill and keep cycling it back until you actually have enough money to the point where you can keep the money there and you no longer have to use their money anymore. And when I say keep paying the bill, so that means that you have to pay the credit card on the 1st. You're paying it on the 1st. They're going to report on the 3rd for you. But on the 15th, you're going to use the credit card. But then you know, oh, okay, I can pay that money back by the 1st. And they're going to do the same thing all over for me. They're going to have me down at the $96. Now, that's what I mean by that. And every month, you can still do the same thing. You can pay it off by the 1st. They're going to report on the 3rd. But you're going to use it to pay off your energy bill on the 15th. So they're not going to report again until after the 3rd. So you're going to pay it again on the 1st. That's how you can cycle it all over again until you have enough money to the point where you can keep that $350 there. Now you don't have to spend it. And now the next month, you can go ahead and pay off the $96 that we have left. That's what you can do to actually keep the utilization. Self-lender that can actually teach you what self-lender is about. Then I'm going to go deeper into it. So let me press play so you can actually see.
Hello, Self-lender. Self-lender helps you get a credit builder account. It's a small loan that's held in a certificate of deposit account for 12 months. The CD is FDIC insured, it's in your name, and earns you interest. The best part, as you pay the credit builder account, your payment history is reported to all 3 credit bureaus. After 12 months, you've established credit history, and the money in your CD unlocks with interest. Self-lender, build credit while you save.
Okay, so let me go over this video with you.
Everyone knows it's important. Hello, Self-lender.
So again, the name of the company is Self-lender.
Self-lender helps you get a credit builder account. It's a small loan that's held in a certificate of deposit account.
And it's not really a loan. What it is that you pay monthly. So they have a $24 plan and a $48 plan. I forgot the other amounts. But what you do is every month they take it off your debit card. And they're going to put it in an account as if you actually took a loan out and you're actually paying it back.
Out for 12 months.
And then, too, you see how they said for 12 months? If you do $24, they're going to do that for 24 months. It's 2 years instead of 12 months. So if you do the $48, they're going to actually take out $48 for a whole year. And then they're going to store it all in this account that they're telling you about that they have for you.
CD is FDIC insured. It's in your...
FDIC insured. I remember I worked at the bank. I think it was $250,000. Up to $250,000 they guarantee your money. Anything over that and it's like, oops, we're sorry.
Name and earns you interest.
And it earns you interest too, but at the same time too, you only got it in there for 12 months, 24 months. But I guess it's better than nothing, and especially if you're unable to say this is the best. If you're saying, hey, I want to buy a house in a year, this is another way you can actually save your money too. You can get the higher amount. I know it's one over $48. You can do that amount too, and there you go. Your down payment to kind of be saved for you. You can do this, and you can save on the side.
The best part, as you pay the credit builder account, your payment history is reported to all 3 credit bureaus.
Yes, so every month they're going to report to the credit bureaus, letting them know, hey, this is an installment account and they're paying monthly. This is the amount that they're paying monthly and they're paying on time. That's what's going to actually raise your credit score. That's what's going to help you get you a higher credit score.
After 12 months, you've established...
She said they're saying 12 months here, but don't forget, if you do the $24, it's going to be 24 months.
Credit history, and the money in your CD unlocks with interest.
Okay, so they're saying, okay, after the 12 months, you establish the credit history. Remember what I told you guys about, okay, we want them to report monthly. And then we wanted to make sure we get a history on your account. We want to keep seeing every month you're paying on time. With this, they're going to report for the 12 months, which is going to seem as if you had that account for 12 months, and it's going to help raise your credit score up. But then I'm going to get into authorized users, because it's really that payment history. Hey, they're paying every month, and now you have 12 months of payments on time. Especially if you have any credit cards. Sometimes you apply for a loan with a home, they're going to want to see the 12 months history too. So just do this. This is a quick way to get that 12 months history.
Self-lender.
Oh, wait, one more thing too. They said it was going to unlock. So remember, after the 12 or the 24 months, whatever you decide, remember, when you go to the $24 plan, I believe it's a $24 plan, they're going to push you out for 24 months, which is 2 years. Then you're going to get all your money. When they say it unlocked, they're going to actually send you a check for that full amount plus the little interest that you actually earned. They're going to send you all that money back. So then that's all your money just saved up, basically. So all of this is a savings account. You put money into the savings account, but it makes it seem like they actually loaned you the money. If you go get a loan from the bank for, say if you get a $500 loan, they're going to say, hey, for 12 months, this is the amount that we want you to pay. And we want you to keep paying it back until it's all paid. But technically, you didn't take any money out. So what you're doing is you're actually paying them as if you took out a loan, and then they're going to give you all that money back. That's all it really is. It's like a secure credit card in a way. It's kind of the same way. In terms of, okay, you putting the money up front, but with this way, you're not totally putting a big balance up front. You're putting it up slowly. And when it's closed out, they're going to send it back to you. That's all it really is.
Build credit while you save. Everyone knows it's important.
So you're building credit while you save. That's basically what it is. But I have the link attached to this video so you can actually get signed up for Self-Lender. And then they do have a $9 fee to get signed up too, which isn't bad, because you got to think about it. You stepping through the door, helping yourself establish credit, which would be very beneficial to you in the future. So it's something to think about, especially if you're not able to get any credit cards and you're like, Rickita, I'm not trying to put up $200 right now. Start off with this, and if you want to, you don't want to put the big balance up, do the $24, but remember that's for 24 months, or you do the $48 a month, and they'll just take it out your debit card. And you have to think about it like this: you have your debit card, you go past a food place, you're like, oh, that's not bad. It's $5 here, $5 there, $10 here. That stuff adds up. Just let them take the money off your card, and you won't even miss it. So that's how this actually works. Let me know if you have any questions. For you to do the shopping cart trick. Sometimes some people is unable to do shopping cart tricks, so take this video lightly to try to see if you're able to do it. But with the shopping cart trick is you actually saying, go ahead and sell my information. When it comes down to selling your information, remember there's so many different companies that collect so much information about you, and they sell it. That's what they get paid. They sell your information, right? So with the shopping cart trick is you're actually saying, go ahead and sell my information, which they're going to sell it to the credit card companies. And the credit card companies are going to say, I'll give Rickita a chance. I bought her information before, so maybe she must have good enough credit to get my card. But the chance of you actually having good enough credit to get the card is very slim. So what you're actually doing is saying, go ahead, spread my information out to all these different credit card companies so I can get credit card offers in the mail. I know you may have gotten an offer in the mail. Hey, look like we can give you a credit card of up to $500. Go ahead and you're pre-qualified. That's all they sold your information to credit bureaus. They did. They sold your information, right? That's all they really did. So now you're going to say, hey, I'm not sure if you sold my information, but go ahead and sell my information so I can go ahead and try to get some credit cards. Now with the shopping cart trick, we're tricking them into actually giving you a card without actually pulling your credit report. But let me show you a few things that you can actually do to try to get one of the credit cards. Now, before we get started, too, I'm going to actually tell you, too, Victoria's Secret is an easy place you can do the shopping cart trick. Simply be. Now, I have the buckle here. I have a few of them here. It's so easy to do. But you can go ahead and just go down a list and try to get these different accounts here. Now, you can just keep scrolling, all these different accounts. Overstock.com, Pier 1. Now, these are the ones where I actually was able to help people get credit cards. But first thing you have to do is actually do the factor trust here. So this is the form that you'll actually fill out to try to say, go ahead and sell information so you can try to even get a card. So you will go ahead and opt in for 5 years. Submit. All you have to do is fill out your information here and press confirm. Put your name here, put your last name, put your social, put your date of birth, put your address here, and then put your email address here too. Now, when you fill out a credit application, say if you're trying to do Victoria's Secrets, when you fill out for Victoria's Secrets, all of the information that you put here, you want to put exactly the same information on your application for the card. Now, let's go down to Victoria's Secrets credit card. Now, remember, after you go ahead and do the factor trust here, and I'm probably skipping, like going crazy, but after you do the factor trust here, you want to wait. Go ahead and wait probably about 5 days. Wait 5 days. Make sure it's in their system. Make sure they sold it. Remember, everything is electronically. Make sure they sold to all these different companies. So Victoria's Secrets, they can even know about it. So let's go here to Victoria's Secrets. Now, I don't care whether you're a man or woman, whatever the case may be, go ahead and do the shopping cart trick for Victoria's Secrets. But before you start, you want to actually go here in your history. Well, you got all my little history popping up. Go here in your history and make sure you go ahead and clear your history, clear any cookies, clear all of that good stuff. Let me see. So after you go ahead and clear the cookies and all that stuff, maybe you want to find a YouTube video on how to clear your history, how to clear your cookies. Or maybe I can go ahead and make a separate video. I'll just see. But I don't want too much people doing all the different type of things that I do. But you'll go ahead and clear your history and clear your cookies. And then what you'll do is you'll just go here. Let's click on lingerie. 3 for 36 styles. Okay, and I'm looking for price too. I don't want to see her. She needs to put some more clothes on. So now we're here. What you want to do is you want to add about $150 worth of items to the cart. So since this one is $49.50, I'll just get 3 of these. That way it gets me to where I need to be. And remember too, this trick doesn't work for everyone, but it works for some people too. And if it works for you, that's good. You're able to get credit cards because you're tricking them into give you a credit card. So add to bag. I only want us to pick a size. Go ahead and click checkout. Now you're going to act like you're purchasing these items. That way they'll be like, oh, no. Wait. I got you. Check out as guest. So what you'll do is you're going to type. Remember, type your information here. Sometimes you may see autofill where they want to autofill your information in. Do not let them do that. You go ahead and type each thing because the computer is at the same time too reading what you're putting in. And as soon, because it's not going to do it for me, but as soon as you keep typing your information in, type your first name in, type your last name in, type your address in the same way that you did when you was just on Factor Trust. Same way when you was just on this screen on Factor Trust. Same way you put your information in, make sure you put that information in here on Victoria's Secrets the same exact way. Because what they're going to do, they're going to keep reading. And then it's going to pop up and say, hey, you're pre-approved for $500. We can put this on your credit card. Hey, you're pre-approved for $300. You put it on your credit card. And they're going to ask for the last 4 digits of your social. You just go ahead and put the last 4 digits of your social in. And then after that, you'll go ahead and cancel this. You say, oh, I don't want to buy that anyway. I changed my mind. But they're going to see you the credit card in the mail. So that's the best part about it. They want to still see you that credit card in the mail. And you'll just go down the list and do this for all these different credit cards I put here. So many different credit cards I listed here that you can actually do the shopping cart trick. And I believe they had a video on YouTube. I'm going to try to see if I can find that video where you can actually learn how to do that also with the shopping cart trick. But I found it easier when I did it on a desktop to do the shopping cart trick. It seemed like it was so much easier to do it on a desktop than it was to do it on a laptop. I'm not sure why. And then, too, another thing, too, you want to go into incognito. I'm not sure if you know what incognito is, but incognito is here. That way they don't know who you are. You already cleared your cookies. You already cleared your data. They can go ahead and track you. Remember, everything is tracked with the internet. So That's really the shopping cart trick. And remember, too, as soon as I give you that credit card, you put up your last 40 in social in, then they're going to take you to the screen. Continue to check out with your credit card. Oh, no. Change my mind. I don't want it anymore. Go ahead and cancel all that out, and then you can go down the list and just keep getting different credit cards. And it shouldn't be a hard inquiry. It should be a soft inquiry. A soft inquiry means it don't hurt your credit score. But let me know if you have any success with this. If you do have any success with this, make sure you put it in the comments or go ahead and post your results within the group. And if you don't really have much success, like, it's not working, don't worry yourself about it. It doesn't work for everyone. So I can't just keep saying, okay, it's definitely going to work for you. What are you doing wrong? It's nothing like that. If you follow it's simple steps. If you follow those simple steps and it does not work for you, it may not work for you at all. So that's really the shopping cart trick. Let me know if you have any questions.